Hi, welcome to the Preacher's Portal. In this video, we'll be looking at amazing facts about late Prophet TB Joshua that made him loved amongst people. Even after the BBC released documentary about the alleged atrocities and things that were happening in the Synagogue Church of All Nations headquarters, a lot of people still love late Prophet TB Joshua and the ministry. Many people reckon with the ministry, not just pastors, not just prophets who are associated or affiliated with the ministry, but even members. There are lots of people sharing their personal encounters and testimonies about the late prophet, and a lot of people are in defense with the late prophet. So in this video, we try to make a research on why is Prophet TB Joshua, the late Prophet TB Joshua, so loved amongst people. And here is what we found out. Number one, the fact that he never built gigantic or multiple branches all over the world, all over the nation, the country, his resident country, which is Nigeria. He only had one branch. And this was not just because there was no finance. And from what we gathered, even before his death, he was ranked amongst the richest pastors in the world. Prophet TB Joshua was among the richest and the wealthiest pastors in the world. He just had a branch in Nigeria, or a church in Nigeria, that attracted millions and millions of people all over the world to Nigeria, to Lagos. From the documentary, you can see there were visitors from all over the world coming to witness what is happening in Synagogue Church of All Nations. Number two, he was not given to much advertisement. He said from the documentary, you can see one of the men interviewed said, Prophet TB Joshua said, the church, the white people that are coming into the church will announce the church. He was not given to advertisement. He was not given to much programs. We were not seeing his handbill, his flyers, programs, declaring fasting and prayer, declaring church programs. There was no activity. His ministry's system and style was strange to the norm. There was no signboard carrying his pictures about major prayers and crusade, but a lot was happening in his church. Number three, he didn't build university, he didn't build secondary schools, he didn't build. All he focused on was charity. The only institution of learning he built was for the country in Pakistan. Can you imagine that? He went to Pakistan to go and build a school for learning and for free. He didn't have a private university. He didn't have a mega university. Wow. So this is different from the norm, from what we know about many ministers of the gospel and many servants of God in Nigeria and Africa at large. Late Prophet TB Joshua was not known to be that flamboyant with gifts. Number four, he lived inside the church. There's no record of his house outside of the church. There's no record of mansions or estate he owned. He lived a selfless life. From what we can see in the open, we are trying to study why is he so loved. Despite everything, people still love late Prophet TB Joshua, and a lot of people stand with him. He never had his own mansion. He never had any record of him having his own palatial building. He lived inside the church all his life. Another strange thing is the fact that he was not associated with other pastors, like being a spiritual son to a pastor. No record of his spiritual sonship to any. He does not submit to anyone, and I guess this is another reason why there's need to be checkmated. No matter how powerful and how strong a man of God is, you must have somebody that is your mentor, somebody that you listen to. Late Prophet TB Joshua, they don't have a known mentor, someone that he listens to, someone that he submits to. Number five or number six, there's no visit to Aso Rock with politicians. There was no place we have pictures of late Prophet TB Joshua going to visit the government house and all. Presidents of nations, governors, kings of kingdoms were coming to meet him right there in his church in Lagos. That was amazing. And he never pursued after those things. They came on their own accord to come and reckon with him. Yeah, number seven. Another powerful thing about him is he really responds to critics. He has been haunted for years by journalists, by observers, by haters, by whatever you want to call it. late Prophet TB Joshua has been haunted for years with a lot and lots and lots of scandals, a lot of allegations, and a lot of suspicion about his ministry. And yet, whenever I see him teach, he's so calm, he's so collected, he's so, I mean, these were qualities that were very, very rare then, and even now amongst a lot of ministers. Now we have ministers coming to use their platform to exchange words and to throw banters at each other. This is why late Prophet TB Joshua was loved, or is loved, by people. And another thing is, prior to the time his passing, his wife was not known. His wife was not popular. Many people did not even know what the wife looked like until his passing. He kept his family, he kept his family away from his ministry, so his wife was not known. It was just after his passing that his wife became a popular figure and known, and as she's running the ministry, and we pray that the Lord helps her to continue steadfastly. Another thing, his family, I mean, his children are not pastors, his children are not ministers. There was no, he was just different from the norm. And when he wanted to pass on his legacy, he brought up the idea of wise men. He had these 5 wise men, and he said these are the people, the future of the ministry. He trained men, and they were not his biological children. I mean, he was different from the norm. He was not flamboyant. He was just different. He doesn't talk about offering, talk about tithes. You hardly see messages of late Prophet TB Joshua about offering and tithe. I guess this is why he bought into the hearts of many, because this was something different. This is something different from the norm. Many people are already having this biased mind about the church, about when it comes to finances, about church. But the late Prophet TB Joshua never spoke about all these things. He was just focused on his healing ministry, helping the poor, being generous, his philanthropic nature. I mean, it was just unique. I guess that is why his life is worthy to be studied. His style is worthy to be studied, because believe him or not, believe in his ministry or not, he had good qualities that made a lot of people still fall for him. Even recently, we watched the last service in Synagogue Church of All Nations. He still has his full and overflowing crowd. And if you look at the reactions of people online, you will know that this man has really, really impacted people positively, despite the allegations, despite the damning allegations and scandals that is trending and spreading all over the globe. Yeah, I mean, that is why we came up with this video. Let's see why the man, late Prophet TB Joshua, has so much impact, so much following. Even after his death, there's still so much. A lot of people have negative comments, negative reservations, negative beliefs about him, including pastors. But from our conclusion here, the life of late Prophet TB Joshua was what to be studied and understood, because you need people as a servant of God, as a pastor. How much do you impact life? We're not saying he's fake, we're not saying he's real, but he lived a life that was worth following. He lived a life that was worth following. From the outside, he lived it, and is worth to be studied. If you like this video, please hit the like button, share, and subscribe. This is the Preacher's Portal. See you on our next upload. Bye for now.